So, hello, Prash.
Yes.
Hello. Today, long time we haven't heard from Prash. This is because last interview we made in March 2020. It was just beginning of the pandemic situation in the world. So
Yes.
new situation what totally shocked a lot of people in the world. Is scary as well. It's a lot of scary around.
Yes. Yes.
So we come back. In the previous interviews, you said, Prash, that there is some astrological influence also,
Yes.
and the viruses. You mentioned that there is not such thing how the
Yes.
people means that viruses exist to
Yeah.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. I mean, it is a fake virus that, now a lot of people around the world have come to know that. Okay. From when we talked in March to now, like
Mm-hmm.
millions on millions of people now know that this is a fake pandemic and it's a fake virus. That knowledge has become more and more clear. So, like if people go back even further, on 3rd November 2019, I had given a talk at Theosophical Society in London. It was about Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in
Mm-hmm.
Capricorn. And I had made a sort of prediction there, basically, that in next 2 years, the whole world structure will change in the next 2 years. That was November 2019. All the things, what people think as government, what people think as the ruling,
I
that
will
thing,
put
what,
this video. I will put
yeah,
the cut part of this video as you said this in
yeah,
2019
yes,
as a proof how the Vedic
yes,
astrology and into
yeah,
planet influence
yeah,
works.
And it's going to be pretty pivotal.
Like when you like take both of these graphs, okay, both of them have to do with
Law.
Okay,
Yeah.
Saturn also has
Yeah, yeah,
Jupiter
yeah.
also. Like okay, when it comes to law, like both of these.
Both of them are law.
Okay, law. Okay, now then people will actually have to confront one thing now, like in this, like masses as a whole, people, layman from layman, that whether they believe in man-made laws, laws, or the universal laws. There are two kinds of laws.
Yes.
Okay, there are laws of the universe. This universe, this construct you are inside, it has its laws, right? So, do you want to follow these laws, the ones which are, or what you are in, or do you want to follow the laws of the country or man-made laws of here? How much sense do man-made laws right now make? Like all around the world, like different countries, different governments, different that thing. There are laws being made, and people are not happy with the laws. A lot of the laws people are not happy with, right? So all the laws which are on man-made laws will need looking into whether these laws are with the universal laws. So now the whole masses as a whole will have to decide, because mostly people do not even think about universal laws. Majority of the masses don't even think in terms of that there are universal laws. Okay, but fact is there are. Okay, once you are inside a construct, that construct will have its laws. There is no. Finally, the focus will have to shift, because man-made laws are not working and they are only oppressing, and people are not happy all around the world with them. So the question will arise whether we go towards a universal law, we start aligning with that, following that, and introduce that into our human laws. Okay, because our human laws should be aligned with the universal laws. Internet law will be very different, and you'll see a complete paradigm shift. Complete paradigm shift in terms of laws, which is already happening. Yes.
That kind of things.
Finally,
right?
all of that monopoly,
Yeah.
which is there, will be broken.
Yeah.
The
Something
monopoly-
is coming there.
The monopoly will be broken,
Yeah.
because Saturn will always go for, like he was saying, that it's going up above in latitude. So if Saturn is in power, what will it go for? What does Saturn represent?
Just
No, more than that.
Fair.
wisdom.
No, common people.
Yeah, masses.
Okay, masses.
Masses. Saturn is masses, democracy.
Okay,
and
it will not be tolerated. So you might even see a whole earth law as a whole all over the earth instead of a country law. You will be getting this country laws, this country has its laws, and this country, the whole political system, socio-political system, the truth about it will be revealed to the masses. So the masses will come to know the truth about everything. Okay, once they come to know the truth about things, then they can decide which way they want to go. Okay, since in last Jupiter Saturn conjunction or last 20 years, we're getting to this point now that the final result of that has to culmination, has to happen ground law level. Okay, the laws cannot, if they become more draconian, the laws, as they are trying to do, then masses will obviously fight back, rebel in their own earth, and the trade laws and everything, all the laws will undergo a shift while the Capricorn thing happens. 2.5 years, that's enough for that. Saturn's they will be like, you will come to know like what is the truth, what is not the truth, and everything. I think the whole masses will come to know, and media will not be able to stop it. Right now, the mainstream media has been trying to stop the facts and truths from coming out mainstream, rather than the media deciding or the government deciding that this is what you should do or this is what. So that okay, and the thing is like, what is Aquarius? That thing, they'll say like it's technological. Okay, it's internet driven. Okay, the whole thing is internet driven. Okay, so then what is it? Electricity, Aquarius, technological. Like so that part is there. But what is actually happening is change is happening on those systems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That time you predict. That time you predict that gonna be huge impact of Saturn.
Yeah, the Jupiter Saturn conjunction in Capricorn, along with other factors, as a whole, nothing is, I didn't make the prediction, but the topic was that at that conference, that particular thing was the topic. So I said it in regards to that. So that was before Corona. There was no such thing in November 2019. There was nobody had heard of that. So now people are asking me, again, when is this going to? I said like, this is not going to end until everything changes. Okay, so right now people have to see like that whether government, what they consider government in every country, whether that is for their benefit or not. Okay, so people are realizing that the governments in different countries, no matter what country you take, are not for them. They don't.
The people losing trust for government. Government it's a Saturn in this case. In this conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. Saturn is like controlling the house of the government, structure.
And the 10th house.
Yeah, 10th house, owner of the 10th house.
And the conjunction is in 10th sign, Capricorn.
Yes.
Okay, both the conjunction is in 10th sign. Capricorn represents the structure, the government structure, the government everything. So, which now the reality was always that the government doesn't care about the people. That's the reality. Okay, but people had an illusion that it does. Okay, but now that illusion is breaking. Okay, so when that illusion breaks only, can you have something new structure? Until the illusion breaks, there is no change. And I had said that change will happen. So if change is going to happen, then the illusion has to break. That the government is not for the people. Okay, it is a big hoax of the 20th century. That if you elect something, or if you have some so-called thing, if you elect some people, then those people are for you. A lot of people around the world in the name of democracy have suffered for 100 years in this. Most of 20th century has been about this illusion that, governments, if you elect them, are working for your benefit. But the governments are not actually working for your benefit. And in this situation, since March to now, I mean, like almost billions of people have realized that the government is not working for them, not millions. Okay, so
even the people who never be in this society, never been interested in this psychology or unnatural things, mystic things, they are start to open the eyes, and they are a bit shocked. They have a bit problem because they are very frustrated, very scared. All this mainstream media. How you would connect mainstream media as a also in connected to the Saturn situation or Jupiter? Because the mainstream media, what they're doing now, they're creating the new biology or new medical influence for whole world. Even the WHO, which is the World Health Organization. Now the curtain breaks and the people see that it was an organization as the many people thought. That this is organization was controlling all countries regarding health for your good. This is private. This is organization, but is sponsored by some people, and they
yeah.
want to get some profit, so they create illusion that this is what even the name, the Health World
World Health Organization.
Organization.
Yes.
Nothing to do
Yes.
now.
Yes.
United States take all the money that Donald Trump he said he stop financing this organization because it's a it's a huge corruption there, and also manipulation because there is no official pandemic, and they talking to that scare people all over. What's happening in Australia even, yeah.
Yes, but like in the old countries, you were seeing like people are rising up, in America, Australia, no matter what. But even so-called Trump, like when they are going against WHO, but they're still following the WHO guidelines.
Yes.
They're still having lockdowns. They're still having everything. So it's not like they're not really going against anything, like even Trump or anything. They're just not going against anything. They're doing the same thing. It is just for, media has always been an arm of the government. Okay,
yes.
Everyone knows that media is just an extension of the same corporations and the same
power
people.
of control.
The same financial organizations, same. So media is always going to say that, but people will lose faith in the mainstream media now, also because they keep on making fake numbers, fake that things for long. 6 months they've been doing. That's enough amount of time for people to realize that this is nonsense. Yes.
So I'm curious. If this what they're doing now, the opposite side. We would say this is opposite side against the people, against normality. So on the second border there is a media, mainstream media, governments, corporation. How you would classify which planet? What they want to? Everything what they do to help us to wake up, or this is
No. The plan is always something different. It's nothing to helping people. It's just a risk with this thing. That people will wake. When you take a step, there's always some risk. So with this thing, with this fake pandemic, there was always a risk that people will wake up. And the point was problem, reaction, solution. You know that already. Okay. So there'll be a reaction, and they would give the solution as the vaccination. So that was the main point, actually, to do that. But there's a risk involved with this, like giving, because if you don't create a pandemic, you can't give this vaccine to everyone. Okay. If you have something ready which affects humans in any kind of crazy way or negative way or on a DNA level or anything, if you have something ready and you want to give it, now what is the way to give it? You have to create fear first about something, and then only you can give it. Okay. But when you create that fear, and it's a fake fear because it's a fake thing, so then there is always a risk that public will wake up. Okay. So that risk you are taking when you are doing that.
But I don't understand what they try to achieve, because they are quite clever. They have the people who are very clever there, from marketing, psychology guys, or all this stuff. And if they exactly know that if they break the border and the operation will be too big for the people start waking up. So what is the purpose? What they're doing?
I mean, first, when you do something, like there are thousands of things they take into consideration. It's not just one thing, two things, three things, four things. There's a lot of things. You have to do a check on the masses, what level masses are at, okay, as a whole. Are they compliant or are they non-compliant? Which part of the masses are compliant? Which part is not compliant? There's a whole data study of whole human population on this plane in general, as a whole. Okay, so there's a whole lot of things you have to gauge out of that. And now they have supercomputers like D-Wave running to analyze this data.
So, for example, they're doing lockdown. So, okay, they analyzing this data. So they probably using which country to make a lockdown, which country could be first, next, and third.
Not just that, it's overall psychological mood of the masses around the world as a whole. You have to see what regions are responding, like what So which shows them how much control do they have. You know, I mean, it is known that to people who are so-called, they call it conspiracy. Now they can't call it conspiracy because it's clear to a lot of the masses.
Yes.
So the thing is that there were no governments anyways. There was a central rulership. Okay. There was a central rulership. Now that was covert. Covert means it was hidden. Okay. Now in this situation, it is becoming overt. Overt means it is out in the open. Okay. So they want to go from a covert to a overt rulership. Okay. I mean, because it's too difficult to keep this drama going of democracy all over the world. Okay. Which is a drama. It's nothing but drama. So they also know they can't keep it on forever.
Yeah, it's a fiction actually. This democracy.
So they know that they can't keep it forever.
Mm-hmm.
It has to end at some point when people will realize anyways.
So they plan to change the system.
Yeah, they are planning to end it anyways because it's come to it's passed by use by date. When a thing is passed its use by date,
yes,
you have to throw it. It is past its use by date. Now that is also going on. So it's working on multiple levels. Everything happens on multiple levels. It's not a singular level. People think everything is all for a singular level.
Yes,
it is never. Everything has got layers and multiple levels to it. But the whole structure has to change, no matter what. From their side, from masses side, from every side.
Yes.
Like it won't be this structure anymore.
But it could be different structure. It could be different structure, and we can't say that it will be better structure. For sure, there's gonna be different structure. So if the second side, the elites, if they know, because they're playing like chess, they can predict your movement because they have this computer. They analyze how the people behave. So maybe this is the plan to destroy each government, each country, so the people don't trust anymore to each government. And then set new world order by the one world government.
Yes, I mean, but people always shouldn't have trusted the government anyways. I mean, that was the reality, that people shouldn't have trusted the government because governments were not worth trusting.
Yes.
Yeah, in any country.
That's obvious. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, but the point is that masses need something that drastic or that clear. Where your government doesn't allow you to work at all, when your government doesn't allow you to do anything, then only they wake up.
Yes. When there's bigger oppression from the government side, then the people can wake up.
They wake up, So then they will ask for a system change anyways. I mean, at least the governments have to be dissolved in each country. So when the dissolving happening, then after that, what people want or what people that think that versus what they want. So there'll be a game and there has to be a solution. Problem, reaction, solution. Solution is the...
Yeah, we can hit on BBC, on other channels that we don't need policemen on the street, we don't need this, we need that. So this is kind of what's happening under the Saturn influence, what the system is changing. It can be like you said, that they're planning to change the system, and we're gonna ask them what new system we can work, we can live in which new, so they can propose some system what they already have, maybe, and this could be another oppression, but different way.
But that's where the masses have to be. That thing depends on how much intelligence is there in the public.
Yes.
By the end of this game, how intelligent they are about the whole thing, and how much are they aware of how things should be. For that, like the divine thing has to come into people. If you don't have divine intelligence or connection to divine, you will never get to the right system. So I mean, the next step for the masses or the public is to understand that there's a divine order or divine order of things. Everything cannot be just man-made. Like man cannot make some perfect system by themselves without any connection to like divine. I mean, like Jyotish also we discuss is a divine science. Humans did not make it, or it didn't come from humans or anything like that. So my point is like that is the thing which masses have to realize in this. And connection. When I mean divine, I don't mean religions. Religions are always the arm of the government. Religion, government, the
Yeah,
system,
yeah.
all
One
works.
yeah.
Media, all works together.
Control.
Yeah.
Fear,
So, yeah.
because religion
Yeah.
was because of
Yeah.
religion, and
Yeah.
there is nothing to do. Religion is nothing to do. The divine or God is just system.
Yeah.
So you have political system. This is a religion system. This is military system.
Yeah.
All this puzzle is for
Yeah.
control.
And religions also will come to know the people who are religious people. Like in their different countries who are religious, they will find that their religion will not save them from this situation. They will learn this as well. That whatever they think that like that thing is going to save us, or that thing is going to save us, or this thing. They have this imagination about this lies which the religions have fed them, and that will come out to be untrue as well. So they will also have a this is where the ninth house comes in, the ninth sign, because the ninth sign rules religion. Okay, so Jupiter is the ruling.
Jupiter. Yeah, I was gonna to ask you about the second planet for the conjunction Jupiter-Saturn. We will talk about a bit for Saturn, but what is Jupiter is doing now for this whole situation? Because of course, he's ruling ninth house of religion and spirituality, also, but also alternate knowledge, also any knowledge which is
like actual real divine knowledge. Now, divine knowledge in the last, like let's say many years, like especially in whatever 100, 200 years, there have been a lot of religions which are controlling that, so that people don't get to actual divine knowledge. Okay, now that is where Jupiter is changing the game here now. Because people who are in religions, they will find that their religions cannot save them from this crisis. Because once you have a faith in something, you expect it to help you when bad time comes, right? Now bad time has come, and there is nothing happening. They're different, whatever the name they give to these things are not coming to save them right now from this situation. So people will lose faith in those religions, which is a good thing, because then you can have faith in something more actually divine, actual divine order, actual things. So it's a positive thing in that way. So I mean, Jupiter, Saturn, from both their own side, they're creating a positive change.
Positive.
You should not have trusted the government. That's it. You should not have trusted the religions. You should have not trusted the media. All those things were already, you shouldn't have trusted. Okay. But now, you are coming to know that openly, it's open now. It's not hidden.
I checked last few months. I checked the people who are more active, the most active people with the 3-9 and 5-11, which is the Aquarius zodiac or moon, or Rahu 9 or Ketu 9. That's all 12, and also 12th house of Jupiter also, because it's ruled by 12th house.
Yes. So this whole thing should have happened anyways, but it is happening now. It had to happen sometime. I mean, you can't carry on like this with this fake religions, fake government. You can't carry on forever.
Yes.
I mean, you cannot actually. So this was the right timing, and I thought the timing was right from the Jyotish point of view right now. And that's why
this is like playing a computer game all the time. One level, you're playing 1 year, and you are so bored. Everybody are bored. Even this producer of this game is bored to have all the time the same.
Yes. So, and astrologically, timing was right, which I predicted in November itself, that this is going to happen in next 2 years. Okay, this is already, like I said this before anything was there. So now the thing is that, like, even if you look at any mainstream media's websites or like YouTube channels, you will find that whenever they give news, thumbs down are 100 times more than the thumbs up. You can check any mainstream media's news that
for the information they serving information that this global pandemic, the people are dead on the street. There is no place in the hospital. Is totally opposite what they're saying. Sometimes the people are very they don't know if they alive, because this is maybe some paranormal world, like you turn on TV and they talking absolutely different thing what really happens.
Yes. So if you're noticing what's happening quickly with the whole thing is that they are getting more thumbs down they have ever gotten. Now they're even stopping comments on those YouTube channels.
Oh
because,
yes,
yeah,
I
because
saw it.
because the comments are 90% negative. Okay.
we have in Poland we have Onet. This is like internet site with a lot of different information. So lastly, they turn off all the comments because everything what they're saying is like lies. The totally illusion. So the people see this, and the people reading the comments. That's why Facebook, YouTube, all this they try to integrate with this all propaganda, and they deleting videos with David Icke, with another people who try to say something opposite. They are banned. Yeah. So it's also good because everybody see why they have a problem with some kind of interpretation. Some doctors, what they have some own opinion about this. It's always have a problem.
Yes, 2 of my interviews on Corona were taken down by YouTube. 2 of them. Okay, 2 of them were taken down, and I was just saying Ayurvedic things. I was only talking about Ayurveda says this, and Ayurveda, like the Vedic knowledge, what it says about disease and what it says about that thing, and they took 2 videos down. I mean, in normal terms, it will not happen. In normal times, they will not. No video was taken down before, so this is so clear to everyone what is going on. It is it is so obvious now, and
so
so I mean, I also said I had another video about 2020. I said everyone will come to know by the end of this year. This 2020.
Would you send me the link after that?
I will send you both the links for that thing in the talk on that thing, which is public only, both of them. So I will send you both, and you can put this. And I said by the end of this year, everyone would know on Earth that like before, earlier people think conspiracy. Before people used to call these conspiracy people. Like these are conspiracy people. They are just making.
Yes. They now the conspiracy. This meaning has changed. This meaning has changed because everybody see the conspiracy is whole world, all the governments, all elites what they rule. This is conspiracy.
Yeah. So I mean, earlier they used to say that, but now everyone is realizing to the last man, to the last person, everyone will face this problem. So because it's not going away, like this is October, and still it's going. There is no stopping in November, December, January. This will just continue. Like
it's funny. It's funny, but maybe we can tell to people what is your opinion, Prash, about what the purpose, what they're doing. If they know about this crash, they accepting this, or what is the purpose actually?
First thing you have to understand that they also are not above planetary influence.
They know?
They also are not above planetary influence. They also work under the influence of.
Yes. So I mean they are.
So when the time is right, they have to take action too.
Okay.
It's not like they can decide something beyond that. They don't have that kind of power. No matter what, how many.
Yeah. So this is connecting what I said before, that they are part of the game. So in conjunction Jupiter, Saturn, everything what they're doing, they probably will do a lot of mistakes on media. They on Italian TV they show the bodies of the immigrants who try to go to the Italy from 6 years before. In the dead bodies. They a few months ago they show on Italian TV that people dead in Italy. Yeah. So whole world was watch this. 1 second. Okay. So in many mainstream media, it's totally the different worlds. This different, like we call them medicine from TV, which is the new science they try to create. people saying to the people what they have to do, wearing masks.
Yes.
What even there is no organization who's saying there is officially any pandemia. No.
Yes. I mean, it's like a movie which has many holes. Which like you may write a script for a movie, and when the public goes and sees it, public can see like, oh, why is this? Why is this thing? But this was like that. So then how is that like that? So there are thousands of holes in this script. Okay, and then there are actors which are also doing mistakes. The script is not good. Then their acting is not good. Then they don't have any actual real thing. So in this, there are so many holes in this thing as a whole that all public can see.
So we can say, maybe we can say, if they are under planet influence also, so we can say that they don't have any support now to do what they done before.
Yeah.
If they have been organized before, because this is a big organization, if they could, 1% of the population can control 99% of other population. So this is some structure built from the past. It was a period of time how they passing this knowledge from the son, from the father to the son. So we can say that this organization works proper. But now we're talking about Saturn, which is the legs, knees, the structure.
It has to It has to collapse. Like this current system had to collapse. Okay, it had to collapse. It is just a matter of when. Okay. Now the when is decided by the planetary positions. Okay. So the time had come. Like the time had come now. So whether it's for them or for the masses, time had come. Okay. So when the time has come, it has come. There's nothing which they can do about it, neither what masses can do about it.
So in your opinion, the mistakes what they're doing, this is not for the purpose, but this is kind of, they don't have enough energy support to control whole world, in your opinion.
And I mean, obviously they had a certain level of control, but once the system starts breaking, which it is going to break and things are going to change, then instead of that happening like slowly, like over like 20 years or 30 years or something, it is going to happen in 2 years.
Yes, very quick. Situation.
So for then when speed is that much, okay, when something you decide to demolish quickly, then everything is not under control in that. You can't control everything in a very fast thing. You have a limited level of control.
Do you remember this film? This film from 1986. They Live.
Yeah. Yes.
So the video, how the guy wearing glasses, and he saw all different propaganda, all how they programming the people's minds. And today, we in Poland, a lot of people now have a slogan, and the banners they put on Facebook, on YouTube: turn off TV, turn on the thinking. So it's very, very positive.
It is. Yeah, which I said it will be a positive thing. Like even when people are being negative about the whole thing, I said Corona means enlightenment. Okay, I had said Corona means enlightenment. That's what Corona means actually. Like Corona means halo, sun halo, which means enlightenment. So it is actually bringing light. Okay, you can see it negatively. I mean that's up to you if you want to see it negatively. That enlightenment is something negative. So I mean, so that was the joke in it. Like I mean, even in the end of that movie, They Live. Once the thing was shot, their tower. All the people came to know the reality.
Yes.
Everyone.
The tower who controlled us.
That was the ending of the movie. That everybody came to know, and that's what's happening right now. Now everyone comes to know. Then people have to make a choice. Now that's the important bit. Whether they will go towards divine, or divine science, or divine rules, or divine laws, or they'll still try to do man-made nonsense or man-made things. This is a choice which all beings on this plane, all the people around the world will have in this next year. Okay. So whether they want to align with divine natural laws and go as per that, because if you don't go as per that, even in this situation, then you won't have another chance. Because now, when the structure is crumbling, okay, everything is crumbling. Now you have to build a new one. When you build a new one, you have to decide what kind of structure that would be, what kind of Jupiter, sense of divine, and what kind of laws, Saturn, would you want in that kind of structure. So whether they'll be divine laws or it'll be the same old nonsense from the past. Okay, so that is the main deciding thing for the masses in this. Everybody has to make this decision. Like I expect people to like go towards Vedic sciences now more.
Like we see in Poland many people getting interested in this Vedic knowledge. Do you remember 2 years ago when we had the prelection on Harmonia Kosmosu? Then you said about the Polish people that design you would attach to Poland, Polish people, Uttra Falguni, which is a connection of Leo and Virgo, two energies. And but today there's a demonstration all day, every week, every 2 weeks now in different cities. In 10th of October, there is a plan in Krakow, Poznań. It's maybe 15 or 20 cities. The people gonna go on the street and demonstrate against government, against system, oppression system. So would you say a few words about this connection of Polish people, not only Polish, all Slavic people actually?
And with the Vedic thing, yes.
Vedic connection is very strong because even in Lithuania, lastly I had a woman who shows me that Ashva in Lithuanian language means horse, as Ashwini, the symbolic.
Ashwa is horse in Sanskrit. Yes, Sanskrit. Ashwa is horse.
Yes, in Sanskrit, yes. But in Lithuanian language, Ashwa is horse. And she shows me 2 horses as a symbol of this Vedic part of the knowledge. So, as you always said, that the Vedic is nothing to do with the Hindu religion. So this could be the proof that the globally knowledge was before spread all over.
Yes, and it was not religion. Vedic is not a religion. That's what people don't understand. It is actual science which is related to how the multiverse functions, or what is this whole structure and everything, actual reality of things. It's nothing to do with just what you believe in or what you don't believe in. It's nothing to do with that, which is what religions are to do with. So people have to understand that like the medical system is crumbling, right? All this fake thing came from what? Medical system. Okay, people were believing in doctors for last 100 years. Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay, people were
medical is Jupiter. Is Jupiter, yes?
And no, medical can be anything. It's not exactly Jupiter, but it is the 6th house. Like 6th house. So it comes from Mercury. Mercury. Okay. So, but people were believing in this doctor system. So the whole Western allopathic system, it's called allopathy, like allopathic system is gone under now because people have lost faith in it, because they are trying to put vaccine into people for no rhyme or reason. And so everybody will lose this faith in doctor. Even in the last 6 months, doctors are nowhere. People have lost faith in doctors because they are lying. And only few doctors have come out to say that this is all nonsense.
I don't know even one doctor who wants to go to the root of ancient medical knowledge. And ancient medical knowledge is based on mathematics, which is you born that day, this place, that hour, and your body works like this. They put everybody to one bag and said, you are all the same. This is your genetic. This is your problem.
Yes, I mean,
your DNA is fake.
Its medical system is falling. Okay, so people need alternative for that also. Then the alternative should be Ayurveda. Okay, like the ancient Vedic system of healing, where prevention is better than cure. In Ayurveda, it said prevention is better than cure. Okay, in the allopathy, there's no such thing. Allopathy, like there's no cure, but they keep on like treating the symptom. Like they just keep on giving you more drugs. That's all. There's no cure, there's no prevention. No prevention, no cure. Like
this is good for them because the business, the corporation, earn much more money to cure people all the time. The chemicals for. I know. This is only to stop for a period of some pains. The painkillers.
Painkillers, yes. Yeah. but which are natural anyways. There are so many natural pain-killing herbs, like you can take that and you can have that. So my point is that all this is being exposed right now, right? Like now, so people have to choose another system, and that's where I think should step in this. Like, people should automatically go for natural herbal things right now, and a lot of people are turning towards natural herbal things.
Oh
like
yes,
not,
that's for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
That's for
yeah.
sure.
So my point is, this whole thing gives people a choice of the world, because divine whatever thing does want to give people a choice, in the end, and no elite or nobody can stop that from beings to have a choice. So this
So we
this is
can.
the time.
Mhm.
It's actually a good time. Like, people will find it this is a bad time, but it's actually a good time because you get to make the choice.
Yes.
Yeah,
For
yeah, yeah,
Aquarius, it's a good time.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
For every Aquarius, it's a good time to have any revolution and change. Let's
yeah,
destroy everything and start new. It's of course good, but for
yeah,
other sides, it's the end of the world. This is the
yes,
problem.
yes, yeah. End of the world also is a good thing, because then you have to decide what is the new.
Yes.
Okay, because that's where you have to make decision. But point is, this is a forced decision now. Earlier, people were not wanting to make decision. Okay, people were running away. I don't want to make a decision. Like, people were just saying, I'm on the sideline. I don't want to make a decision. Really, I don't want to make a decision. But now
This is my wife, Ketu first house. She never wants to take any decision. She always asks me.
yeah. So, but now even that is a decision. Even asking someone else is also a decision. Okay, but I mean, that's also a decision that you take the decision for me. That is also a decision. Okay,
Yeah.
but now everyone has to make a decision. You have to.
Yes.
There is no option anymore. You have to make a decision. So
The life
yeah,
is life. Anything, if something is going to be end, new
yeah,
everything new start. Because the people don't remember, that's why they cutting our history all the time, because we
yeah,
can to have a the continuous knowledge, passed from father to the son,
yeah,
proper knowledge like Jyotish
yeah,
lights, and this is very fascinating me, because this knowledge. Anyway, astrology, it doesn't say about only the spirit, but it also shows about like technology, that
yes,
if the Nazi people been looking for technology in Egypt and Tibet, and Hitler sent this the
yeah,
spies to get
yeah,
information from Vimanas, and now there is written, use the Mercury to get anti-gravity, for example, and
anti-gravity, yes,
Mercury
yes,
is for
yeah,
transport,
yeah,
communication.
yeah.
So this is always information for the
Yeah, I mean,
technology.
any rotating and magnetic or electric field, a rotating field will create levitation. And any rotating magnetic or electric field will create levitation. It's a very simple
Yeah.
thing. So you can use Mercury for creating that rotating fields. So that is just another kind of thing. So what I'm saying is that, oh yes, I mean, there is all kinds of thing in the Vedic knowledge, because everything is one actually. Because everything, like Jyotish is a science which is connected to Ayurveda, which will be connected to everything. So Mercury, elemental science, which is elements, which is connected to Dhatu Shastra, which is connected to Vastu Shastra, which is connected to Vimanic Shastra, which is connected to so it's like a whole one big connected
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
It's not
It's
like
not
a
only.
separate
Yeah.
like thing. So, yeah. So,
That's why
so
the understanding of the Mercury, in the Mercury symbol, is also the snake symbol. What could be, like we said about medicine, it could be
yeah,
connected like a lord of the sixth house, yeah,
yeah.
of
Yeah, yeah. And
medicine.
Mercury is considered a graha which sort of goes as per what the other grahas are. It's doesn't have its now that if you see Mercury, it goes by the temperature. That's why it's used in temperature scales.
Yeah.
It as the outside temperature is, it rises or falls.
Yes.
So like the nature of Mercury is the same, whether the dhatu element or the actual graha planet. So it is the same in both. So so it is a connected science completely. So there is no disconnection. Or disconnection
Yes.
is only created in this modern world. This
Yeah.
is physics, this is chemistry, this is biology, and this
Yeah.
is this thing, this is archaeology.
It has to be holistic. Yeah, it has to
Yeah,
be holistic, because
yeah,
in the past in the past, the astrology was the queen of the knowledge. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean that this is against to mathematics or against to astronomy. This is all this around knowledge
Yeah.
belongs to this. Yeah, belongs
Yeah,
to this.
yeah, it's a connected thing, and this is the Vedic system, and that's what I am seeing, that people will have to now make a decision whether to go towards divine Vedic system, okay, or
Mhm.
stay in the same kind of nonsense in a different way, you know.
Mhm.
So this is a huge opportunity, and I think that's where everybody should be thinking of solution towards aligning with divine laws, with the divine things, not doing the same mistake which was done in the last 100 years. You know, the same.
On the last interview, I said this is my idea actually for the new era, what will come, or what's coming now actually, step by step, to create with another people a school for children, for actually for anybody, like a
Anybody.
society, for society. It could be in the forest, on the Baltic Sea, could be anywhere on the lake, in summer, to do the school that everybody can come and teach, the medical astrology, Vedic knowledge, philosophy, psychology, but the basic knowledge what the children can use it practically they can use in the life. Yeah, for example.
Yes, and in the Vedic things, I've been always talking about basics like controlling your own body, your own posture, your own speech, your own being. That is the first thing in Vedic thing, is you control your own body. Okay, that's the number one thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so for that, like I've started online meditations right now, all over. You know, different people are taking Lotus Ocean online meditations, and a lot of people are showing interest right now because people need it. Because when you have fear, when you have all other negative things, you need to come to center. You need to meditate, which is called meditation, which means centration. You come to the center. Okay,
To the
so
center.
it becomes
Yeah.
very necessary. So different people in my group are taking that. We can have links in that thing, so people can go there and join these meditation sessions online. And people are doing it online right now because we don't have a physical place right now. People can't move, you know. Right now there's so much restriction on movement. So like you have things like Zoom and meetup places, other places where you can come together online and do these things, and it is helping, you know, and it is spreading awareness, and people are doing it. Yeah. So
this school, this is good idea actually, yeah, for the future, because that's what I think it will happen anyway. The new system of the teaching based on the past actually. The real knowledge, the teaching is when the children feels that this is knowledge is important, what they can use, they will feel this inside. They will feel that they can use it for later practically.
Yes,
but if they feel the knowledge controlling by the government, which is the sometimes it is like stupid knowledge. Nobody can remember this. The learn on to remember
the schools
something.
and universities, the so-called schools and universities, which is all nonsense, and which is finishing now. You can see schools are not
This is
opening,
also religion. Yeah, believe us what we're saying, and you have to believe that this is the science, because nobody can prove it. We can't prove it. You have to believe it. So this is the science. This is the church. Yeah, another church, another religion.
Another sense. So school university system also collapsing. You see, nobody will think about university right now. Like, university is the last thing on anyone's mind. So all these things are also collapsing because the future will be different. So the real actual people will need information on how to control their body, how to take care of basics, what to eat, what to that thing, what diet to have, like how to survive properly, without so-called government help, in that kind of way, and without the GMO seeds, without this pesticides, without all this nonsense in the food. So, all these things are all coming together now. All of the structure, medical system, educational system, the food system, the government system, and the religious system, all of them are collapsing at the same time.
I know you're happy because you have a moon in Aquarius.
No, my moon is in Virgo. My ascendant is Aquarius.
Sorry, you have ascendant Aquarius. Of course, the Aquarius are always happy when there is new revolution, something new. I'm Aquarius, but this is question to you, how you would, because I'm talking very often about Aquarius, but not because of I have also Aquarius influence, but but many people who start now go in front of the society and say people don't wearing masks, this is the fake, everything. This is 80%. It's a big Aquarius influence. So do you think it's because there's Uran planets control ruling the Aquarius, the ability to start something new, to change, for the revolution, innovation, all this
because,
is Aquarius.
okay, because if you notice, from Saturn, when is in Capricorn right now for 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, after 2.5 years, where will it go? It will go to Aquarius.
Aquarius. Oh, that's
Okay.
very positive.
Yes. Okay. So then those are 2.5 years of that. Okay. So once it goes there, then you know what is going to happen. I don't even have to.
So in 2020, you mean 2020?
No. 2020 right now is in Capricorn. Into 2022 it will go.
So in 2 years time, in 2022.
Yeah.
Yes, 2022. My mistake.
Yeah. So it'll go. Yeah. So it'll go there, and then we will see, what the new system is. And this is just that thing of all of the nonsense is collapsing, which is good news.
Mm-hmm.
Because something had to happen, which is because otherwise masses don't listen until something happens.
Yes.
Public, how
it
public.
has to be something drastic.
Drastic, and has to be right in front. It has to be like so clear that you cannot miss it. Like something right in front of you, like elephant in your room, basically.
This is like hit somebody who's sleeping. Yeah, this is you sleep.
Like it's like if an elephant is in your room, like in your house, the elephant comes in. You cannot miss.
Sorry, I can't see that.
So it's like that. So
it's better than other animal.
Yeah. So it's like that. So what I'm saying is that it is a very, and I had predicted this, and I'm sort of fine by it. Like even people are coming to know it is fake. It is in March when I said that. No, not many people knew this is fake. Or, and they
Saturn is also invigilation, control. So all this, what I do, the application who controlling you when you're passing some streets, or you touch somebody who have a virus and things like this. So it's also Saturn, Saturn control.
Yes. But everybody is being isolated, separated. Then what? Then they have to make their own decision, right?
Yes. No democracy then.
Yes. So it allows you even time. Right now, what is it? There's a time for people to make decisions. That's all this is. Okay. They have to, whether they go towards the right direction or they don't. And if they don't, then
democracy is a brilliant system. Then, for example, 80% stupid people can have an influence for 20% very clever people. Yeah, and they said we are 80%, so we have a right. We have a right.
Yes. But now the point is that even those 80% are in a situation where they have to see that how they will survive. Their whole survival itself is at stake right now for people. So it is a situation at that basic core level of survival, So then people will have to make
all the politics finish when you have to eat something. When you have to do hungry, then all the religion, politics, then
all the school, university, all this.
Don't care. This is genetics. This is biology. No matter what philosophy you can tell them, politics and
things are coming to that basic level. Also, I like that, coming to a very basic core level, which Saturn brings things back to a core, actual, realistic reality, like
no illusion.
So reality level. So I mean, that is a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing. This wake up call was necessary, and and I had predicted it before any corona or any virus or any news or any such thing. And that is the power of Jyotish only, by which I had made this prediction.
Yes, I can tell you how it's work, because for me it's always difficult to believe it, because I am Uttarashada zodiac, Kritika moon. I have to touch it, I have to check. And so my son, he has now, he's ruled by, in Mahadasha, he's ruled by 6 years of sun. And he had the temperature on Monday, and I checked on Mahadasha, it was Sun, Mars.
Yes.
So fire. I said to my wife, on Wednesday it's gonna be finished. And she said to me, well, do you predict, the witch, you can predict it on Wednesday it's gonna be finished. and on Wednesday morning, she checked temperature. There is no temperature.
Yes.
Gone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
influence of the energy, what influence on our body, we can predict in which time, what we can predict what happened, for example. Then
Yeah. Yes.
that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, but Jyotish, like, yeah, that's from a small point like that to a whole point, like what is going to happen all around the world. That's a big thing to, and I usually don't make predictions like that, but that was the only time I did that. Before that, I have no record of making these kind of predictions, like in the last 5 years that I do these kind of things. I only say things when they're actually going to happen. I don't go around saying things when nothing, because people predict like every year, like, oh, this year this is going to happen. This year this is going to happen. And I have no record. People who know me from online, even, I have no record of saying anything. And this was the only time I said, on November 2019. And
we put this, I attached this part of interview, so show people how the Jyotish works. And also good thing is, I think when you said in 2 years time, Saturn moved to Aquarius. Both, we have to know that both signs, Capricorn and Aquarius, are ruled by Saturn. But different way, of course, yeah.
Yeah, even more good news is that Jupiter will go into Aquarius in 1 year earlier. So Jupiter will go in Aquarius first.
It's gonna be big expansion.
So the spiritual choice will be first, and the material choice will come later. So
yes, and also see
1 year for spiritual choice, and then 2.5 years for material choice.
Yes, material choice. The basics. It's a biology. It's all systems have to be crashed when you are hungry and you need to eat. And there is no bank accounts. There is no fiction money. The numbers.
Yes.
You can't eat the paper. So you have to grow the food. You have to.
In Poland, people understand more practical thing, and you have to eat the potato. You have to grow the potato and eat the potato, and and it's like it's understood, like So
it started already. It started in Poland that the people think about to buy their lands, to connect, to do some villages, produce own natural ecological food, to make a clean water. So everything is life now. People are very interested in this. Probably they feel inside that the big system will crash, and they have to do something alive to be alive.
Yeah, things have to start from ground level, and I always think that all things should start from ground level and actual things, and that's what the Vedic science is always. You always start from basics, then you go like that, you build up upon that. That's how the Vedic system is even. So that's no different at all. And it's a very good thing which is happening. So it's a positive news only.
It's positive. Is you are very also you're talking this in positive way, which is good, because many people have a fear inside what's going to be happen. So they've been also planning this in the films and videos. Oh, I forgot to ask you, Prash, because we in the previous interview we always very often we mentioned how they use in video and film Hollywood. We put some information what's gonna be happen. So how would you qualify this if they are under the planet, influence of the planet as us? So everything what they show on the video a few years before.
Predictive programming. It's called predictive programming. Okay. So once they make those like series or movies or different things which were showing a pandemic already, they're preparing the minds of the masses already. Okay, they can be such a thing. They're basically psychologically creating a thing in them. Over the years, over the last 20 years, they are creating something that how to respond in that kind of thing. So that when it happens, they don't think it's fake. They have to make it seem like it's real, because they have seen it in a movie, they have seen it in a series, so must be real, but the timing of it is not in their hands. They can make all of those things, but when it actually becomes that thing, that depends on the grahas. That depends.
But what is the purpose for them? Why they doing
prepare
this?
Even if they know like something is going to happen at the time. Also, they also follow astrology, right? They also have astrology. Okay, so they know then it is going to happen. So if you know something is going to happen in 10 years, okay, then you start preparing from now.
But to help us, they preparing
No,
us
no. To help their thing. Once you are gonna make a fake pandemic, you have to make fake pandemic movies and series before.
Yeah.
You have to.
Because this is our subconscious is then programmed. Then this situation is normal. There is no.
And how this is gonna happen. Military is gonna come in. This thing. You have to show the whole thing. You have to create the whole scenario in their head already. So then when you actually do it, then public responds in that manner.
So this is the answer why so many people are scared. Then they're predicting the end of the world now. They're predicting that the totally end, everything will crash and will be destroyed.
End of the world. It's end of a system. It's end of a world system. You can just say end of the world, and then you just add the word system to it.
Okay. So the New World Order, how they glorify this word, New World Order. In your opinion, what they try to?
I mean, new world order. There'll be a order, and there'll be a new world. Okay, now all things will happen. Now, what that will be, actually, that depends on thousands of factors. That is not set in stone. What that, because it's not a bad thing to have a new world.
Yeah, of course, but I try to understand why they glorifying this new world order.
It is, but then they have some idea of what that should be.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then we have some idea of what it should be. Okay.
So they have idea to control whole world. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. They have some other idea. We have some other idea. Okay, and then masses are the final that thing. What idea do they want?
Yeah.
So
that's positive. They can have any idea. I don't care. They can have idea.
Finally, they will also have to eat. And
yes.
So the
biology is biology. No? You can you can eat the paper. You can eat the politics or on.
Yes.
That won't give you any energy against maybe. So it's good. So it's good if this could be this way. So we have to prepare for something absolutely revolutionary, new, which is shocked, of course. Yeah, like losing toxin. Your body is shocked when there is 21st of March.
So people who are into alternative medicine, people who are already into Vedic things, so people who are already into sustainable agriculture, people who are already into eco-friendly thing, agriculture and everything. Those people, for them, they have been preparing for this for a long time, and new people will have to learn from them.
And I can give you an example. Today, farmers in Poland, they don't earn any money. They are very poor people. Yeah.
Yes.
Even you can say there is shame to be a farmer because you never grow you never earn any money. You can't support your family. It's like this. But I predict that in the new system, these farmers will have much more life than the people from the big cities.
Yes, because they are the ones which have the basics of survival. So they are the ones closest to it. They are the ones right next on top of it. So everyone will have to look towards them. So
it's also opposite, yeah. It's very often opposite.
And the right agriculture, right style of agriculture, more organic agriculture, and all of that will be the biggest thing in the coming years. That will be and from there, the medical system will have to change. Educational system have to change. Everything has to change. In that. Then obviously it's all a positive thing, and more people go towards it. Once they get frustrated from this current system, when the current system is collapsing completely, then they can do nothing about it. So to me, it's all a positive thing. All this required is for people to make a choice, and that's what internet. I'm talking right now to you. People will watch this, then they will make a choice.
So this part is gonna be developed as well. The internet, the electronics. In your opinion, it won't be a problem with the electricity and internet like this.
No, because they are reliant on the same thing. They have to run their D-Wave computers too. They have to run. I mean, that even they don't want any problem. Only thing is they're creating this kind of
today computer
like YouTube. They're creating censorship. Then you can go to Vimeo. You know,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to
it's
you can go to
many
BitShoot.
platforms now.
You can go to BitShoot. You know, you can just that thing. I mean, things will keep on moving. Like it doesn't have to be one company. YouTube is taken by Google. That's why it's nonsensical right now. You know, now you can move to another company or another that thing, and people will make their own.
It happens now. It happens. Many
Yeah.
TVs, internet TVs, building their
Yeah.
own platforms, like in Poland, like YouTube, substitute of the YouTube, substitute of Facebook, Google. It's
Yeah.
happening now. So
Yeah.
this we can predict that this kind of internet it could be useful as well.
Yes. Yeah.
But the nature and the like planning to live close to the nature.
Yeah.
Not only touching the electronical things all the time, because it's of course not.
Yeah, but grounding and stuff, I've already told people basics like grounding. You will touch your feet
Yes.
on the ground for 5 minutes every day. I've been talking about these things since 2016 online. So this is 2020, 4 years already. I've spoken these things. You know, so people who are already ready, they're ready, and those like that thing. And people should take part in these meditation sessions. You know, you should give some link. I'll give you some links.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And because online we have that thing, so all over the world people can connect. You know, and in Poland or anywhere from anywhere. So we have this tool, and this tool will stay. So you know.
A lot of those. Yes. I will ask another, because there is quite a few people who doing mass meditation. We can connect together, and that's going to be very strong power.
Yeah, movement. Yeah, strong movement. Like we have to movement. We have to, because the net will stay. You know, so it's just the platforms will change. That's all.
Yeah.
Like that's all there is to it. So that's what's it's going to be a new world.
Yeah, it's going to be everything. We have our own new world order. They can keep their own new world order.
Yes.
And we will see who new world order will be best.
Yes.
They can probably stay with the 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, the numbers on the bank accounts, and the computer is based on the most stupid mathematics. So the computer calculate mistakes. You know that the computers, what they producing is most time spending to calculate mistakes.
Yeah, mistakes.
Not how they work.
No, not solutions. Not actual solutions.
They dividing 10 by 3. So they have a mistake all the time.
Yes. Obviously, I mean, they're not sentient. They don't have intelligence. They call it artificial intelligence, but there's no artificial intelligence actually. It's lack of intelligence.
No, they call artificial intelligence that, for example, my wife asked me, Gregory, can you buy me something online, like for my kitchen, like for example, the knife, for the kitchen.
Yeah.
And okay, I bought online. I don't care about this knife because this is what my wife asked me, and they recognize IP. And the next 3 months, I see the advert of the knife. You know, this is artificial intelligence that I bought already knife, and they show me the advert. Buy the knife, buy the new knife. I will have a better one.
Yeah, but that's useless because there's no point. Like a person who's already bought the knife, they will not buy the knife. So it doesn't have intelligence to tell that. So that's not intelligent. Okay, so yeah.
This could be if they would. I think if they would know perfect astrology, Jyotish, and connect with the calculation is more prediction than they can predict that your sign will react on this, on that,
Yeah. I mean, obviously they're not very bright people out there. Like people think that just because they are that.
They're mostly Rahu in first house, politics, Rahu. That's people do anything to be on top, to be important. Rahu 10 house. Even Donald Trump. Donald Trump has a Rahu in 10 house, which is on what you said before. Conjunction Jupiter, Saturn. Saturn as a lord of the 10th house. Donald Trump has a Rahu in 10th house. He's actually on the move, on TVs.
But all these things are becoming a joke now. You know, Trump is only useful for joke. You know, like all these people are only become jokes now. Joke. You know, people to laugh at. Like,
they see, because he's MAGA ascendant, so they can see him as a the king. The king. They can see him as a king, but he's just a court
jester. Like a court. Like jester, you know, like the comedian, you know.
Yeah.
He's more like a comedian person, you know.
But also Jesta, it's like in the moon, especially. I personally, I have a difficult to communicate with Jesta because she's very. She never forget, you know, your mistake. If you do something bad to them, yeah, they remember, and they playing back.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, but I think like in the end, like even people like Trump and stuff are not being most use a joker. People laugh at them now, you know, like around the world, like it's only for joke videos. You know, they use Trump for joke, comedy. You know, it's not important anymore. Those people are not important, like
Yeah, but
nowhere.
I'm trying to explain that
But all the
this,
even the like whatever the prime minister in Poland, I'm sure, or whatever, is not important anymore. People will be laughing whatever it's saying about
yes, yes.
COVID, or you know, it'll be a joke. You know, every time they come, you know, for you know.
Anyway, it's a joke. This is one organization say if you're wearing mask, you have like 16-17% of the oxygen in mask inside the building. So the list of different diseases connected when you lose the oxygen. So they say there's more CO2, there is more viruses on the mask, actually, and everybody knows that, and this is very logical. But on mainstream media, you have to wear a mask because with the mask you are accused the diseases, and nobody saw these diseases. Even I had a friend who he's 72. He teach medical students. He's Ashlesha Moon. Quite clever regarding the medicine and viruses, and he said to me lastly that probably he's so very soon he probably will be an actor because he need to play all the time. You know, the play game. You know that there is virus, there is pandemic.
yes.
I'm a doctor, he said. I'm doctor. I'm not the actor. Yeah. They want me to be an actor.
But he didn't realize that doctors were always actors. Like,
that's true. They're playing. The first of all, it's a white.
They didn't know anything about their own body, let alone anybody else.
This is the same, like, you know, they're planning to go on some plants all over, but they don't know what is under the water.
Yes. So I mean, but everybody was coming to realize that doctors are actors. That's also a new thing when masses are realizing that doctors are just actors. You know, so that is it is coming out everywhere. Like, so it is a very good thing, which was never, like, you know, doctors were like God on earth in the last 100 years. There's God, and then there's a doctor, like, you know, like it's that was the that thing, you know. But now
doc, it's like control. They have the marital law, which is the sea law, what they controlling. So the dog, it's like for the ships, like docking for the ship.
So I mean, it is controlling people, actually damaging their health. You know, that is to doctor their bodies so that the bodies don't function as they should. You know, so it is a very that thing. And if more people get away from all of this medical system, the fake doctor medical system, that is the best thing which will be. And people have to make that decision now. You know. So like people who are saying no to vaccine now, you know, which is more than 50% people, even in Poland maybe now, you know, which are.
Oh yes, a lot of people do. But there is another part of people who are scary, who watching mainstream. So they try to divide the society for two kind of COVIDian and anti-COVIDian, to attack each other, So
vaxxers, anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, vaxxers, anti-vaxxers, watchers and anti-watchers. I mean, this is watching TV and don't watching TV.
But finally, we have to see what happens, and like even those so-called the vaxxers will in time will see that the operation is so much that they will have to change. Because the operation will be so much.
There was one doctor. I forgot his name. Lastly, he said he's banned from the Doctors Society that he can cure people because he's saying it's very weird thing that the coronavirus don't exist. So he said that he has the quickest and the cheap way to stop all this crazy pandemic. He said, turn on the TV. That is, then in 1 second, all the pandemic disappears.
Yes, yes, yes.
You
I
can
mean,
see this that party. You can see.
and TV should have been turned off long time ago, like because internet and YouTube and stuff has come for 14 years now. Before that, the internet come from 1997, 98 to 2000.
Yes.
Internet had come, so TV had lost its value anyways. So TV should have been shut off long time ago. Like, since these
It
things
should be.
came.
It should
Yeah,
be.
yeah,
Yes,
20
but they
years.
keep going.
Yeah, people were given 20 years to shut it off.
Mm-hmm. So
If
it's
they-
20
if-
years over the time. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
over
So
the
if
time. It's
20 years,
stretched, it's stretched.
yeah. So if you didn't shut it off in 20 years, now you will have to, there is.
Yes. So I can tell you example that today mainstream media in Poland, they said
Yeah.
we need 2 billion support from the society to exist. And if they're doing the programs, stupid programs that nobody wants to watch it, they have, for example, live internet comments, like 19 people, comments there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is internet TV with no rules. I mean, no, they're saying like normal standard with the no manipulation. There is 5,000 people live comments and watching and
Yes.
real time. So it's a huge difference. And this is internet TV. What people supporting this, paying some PayPal, some different money
Yes.
to be existing. And the mainstream, they need 2 billions to still exist. They do nothing. Yeah? They just doing
Yes.
programs, no education, only lies, and lies. So people feels now people, they are all tired to this. 20
Yes, obviously,
years
I mean,
over the time.
you can't give them how much time can you give them? You've given them 20 years already. Like, I mean, they have been saying same nonsense for 20 years. So, I mean, you cannot carry on with that. When we have option of getting information directly through internet, then why would you even go for that option?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think it's a good time to finish interview, but there is very positive information. What we can get from this interview is that everybody not controlling the planet, most of us. So that's good. So this change we can predict.
Yeah.
So let's do all this mass meditation, what definitely will influence our reality.
That thing, that's what I've done through this time in the 6 months. What has happened automatically, I didn't even have to do. People ask for meditations, and meditations are happening. Because earlier when I was talking about centering and all of these things, like I've talked many times before, but people were not taking seriously. Now everybody takes it seriously. Like it is become that thing now, because once you have so much fear, you need to do something. There is something you need to do. Now, before it was okay, so then people were thinking it's okay, we'll carry on, but not anymore. So it's all good, it's all positive, it's all going to go towards a proper spirituality, proper living, proper connection with divine, proper everything. It'll go towards evolutionary way for people.
We see this step by step how this grows in our society. Many people are interested, young people asking, because they can connect puzzle as well. They can check that.
And
you don't have to believe it. You can see.
It's going to happen worldwide. It's going to happen. And in Poland also you are there, so we should organize something for Poland like that, and the more meditation sessions and that kind of thing, which will bring again people to the Vedic. Like from there they can go into other things like proper diet or proper sciences like Jyotish or different things or Ayurveda or anything. It should be all going into that direction. So it's positive news for that.
Positive.
Yeah.
Maybe this is kind of karma as well, because this Vedic knowledge in Polish language called wiedza is Veda.
Is a time is now. That's why, I mean, my Peace Gita is also out. You have the things on your and so people can go into Vedic knowledge. Its time is now. Last time when we did in 2018, from that I was saying it's going to happen. But this is the time now. It is to Yes. So
Yeah, I had a woman who said she bought a book of PS Guitar, your book, and she said to me that she didn't understood this first time, but now she wrote once again, and now it's much better now. So it's
yeah,
after a
yeah,
few months,
yeah,
she
yeah. So
wrote again, and she
it's a, it's
starting.
a it's a starting point for Vedic knowledge, because I think it's a basics
Yeah.
are there, because you have to start from very ground, like everything. After that, you can go into other things. And the ground thing is this, and then meditation and centering, taking control of your body, having a proper diet. All of this, once you do, then you are much more equipped to handle any situation. Whatever they throw at you, you will be able to like
Yeah.
you will be stronger than that thing. So, and that is the most important thing. So
You can control 7 billion people, but you can control yourself. So this
yes,
7 billion people will see if your reaction is proper. Your
yes,
soul
yes,
choose something, and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
So
easy. Yeah.
that's it. That's the thing. So I will send you the links. So, and
Yes,
people,
please send me the link. I will put some interview also from 2019
yeah,
about this conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter,
yeah,
and everybody can compare
yeah,
if
yes, yes. It's all like dated and recorded in these days. It is you can't fake these things, and it. Yeah. So my battery is also running low now, so we can finish.
Yes. That's mean I have to finish. Thank you, Praj, very much, and we. Let's do another interview after some time, and we
Yeah.
will see what happened since then.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Take care, Praj. Take care.